Hello and welcome to Jeremy's Yorkshire Allotment Adventures from what is a beautiful sunny morning here in Yorkshire. The frost is around, of course, but the sun is out and it's slowly starting to melt the frost away, which is a good thing really. Now I'm sat next to my compost heap and I've just this minute put on here my new parts of the compost heap, and it's of course potatoes and carrots and all the waste from the kitchen really that can be recycled here on the heap. You cannot put on though raw meats and raw eggs because they will attract pests onto your allotment and they're not very good for the soil either. So no raw eggs, no raw meats or cooked meats or any meats of any description. Keep those away from your compost heap. Vegetables, anything out of the vacuum cleaner, you can put all the waste from that onto your compost heap. Torn up newspapers, cardboard, but remember, the bigger the pieces, the longer it takes to decompose. Your compost heap, if you're just building one, needs to be on a piece of soil so that the worms can come up from the bottom into your compost heap. I've just dug this over and I've got some really nice worms actually, which is rather lovely. They come up, start to eat all of this rotten manure here, and of course they turn it back into beautiful soil, which is lovely. Now I'm also here with my coffee pods that we've been using, and we scrape all the coffee out of those, make sure that every bit of coffee is out, and then the rest of it is recycled, and that's really good for putting around the plants to prevent slugs and things like that, also preventing cats, and so do the tea bags. They don't like the smell of them, and we put them around the allotment and it prevents them coming onto the allotment and protecting our plants. You can place plants of course all around your garden to help when you start growing. We've got our French marigolds of course. You can place them around tomatoes because they're really strong and they do prevent, well, aphids from attacking the plants. So now's the time to start thinking about what defence are we going to use in the summer months. Brilliant. Well, here I am in front of my second compost bin. Now this is actually a very unusual one. It looks like a normal compost bin, and we take the sides off, and as you can slowly see, here we have in the bottom all my lovely compost which has been happening. But at the bottom there is like a very thin layer of a weaved material made out of nylon, and it allows all the juices to come through because this is a very upmarket wormery. And I was given this last year, and we have a tray that goes underneath, and throughout the summer now we'll start getting, when the worms are reintroduced, because we took as many out as we could, and they're now going to go back in, and well, they were lovely. We can just dig it over as normal. Now you probably can't see me, I've stood up, I shouldn't have done that, so I'll come back down. I'm going to dig it over as normal, and then we'll move on towards the end of the show. Before I go off for my cup of tea, do you know it's beautiful down here? The sun's in my face. Luckily I'm protected by my polytunnel, and well, I'm just contemplating what additions I need to add to the soil, and I've got lots here on the allotment to help. I've got seaweed plant food, and that really does help my vegetables. I've got general plant food for my roses and my shrubs. That just gives them a bit extra in the soil. This one here I bought and it was cheap, it's like 50p or something. And this is like a generally just a watered down already mixed plant food. But I've not been very happy with that. I've used it once or twice and actually I think it's killed the plants off. So I'm going to try it this time, but I'm going to re-dilute it down. Again, just pop a little bit in something and find a plant that, you know, we'll experiment with, which is unfortunate, I know. And then of course we have things like garden lime to help, of course, change the composition of the soil for different plants. And we'll be doing the pH test soon later on in this month. Well, it's been great talking to you, but before I go, I'm going to go across to Wakefield to Darren, Ali and Joseph, and they've sent me a lovely picture, and they've been having a go at mixology. Yes, they've been making their own olive oil, and they've added this time homegrown chilies and rosemary, and we've got a chili and rosemary oil. I bet that has a right kick to it and a beautiful taste as well, and the longer you leave them in, the stronger it becomes. Well, enjoy your rosemary oil with your chilies. It's very good, it looks fantastic. Might be nice on the top of a pizza, who knows. Once again, thanks ever so much for watching Jeremy's Yorkshire Allotment Adventures, and I'll see you very shortly here on hopefully a little warmer time on the allotment.